Let's get started. There's an email query that's come in from Rahul. Now, Rahul is asking whether property prices will come down due to demonetization in Mumbai, especially in the Dombivli Kalyan belt. You know, that's the one hope that every home buyer is holding out especially people who are looking to buy homes in the market right now. Everybody is hoping that prices will come down. What is your take on it?
As for demonetization concern, I think that, the impact on Kalyan, Dombivli area, I mean, most of the projects, I was just going through and we realized that 90% the new projects were all white deal, all check deals.
Right.
So obviously, yeah, people will get back a little bit. They'll have to, they'll just this is a joke for everyone, right? So we need to absorb, but it is going to clean the system. So it will get better. With RERA coming in, demonetization happening, a lot of funds going to the banks, we're expecting the interest rate to go down. And that definitely will help buying. And
so interest rates obviously is going to make it a little more affordable because your home loans will become cheaper, which means your EMIs could progressively reduce. But having said that, what will be the impact on prices? Because we know that there are a lot of developers out there in the market currently who are distressed, who have a lot of debt on their books. And they are in a liquidity crunch, so to say. And if this demonetization coming in is like a double whammy, how is it going to impact prices? Will they have to drop prices?
Dropping prices means, at this current stage, when you see the markets, I think they're already, at the bottom. So I don't know if dropping prices is the right word to use, or they can afford to do that.
Okay, let me put it in a different way. Do they have the capacity to hold on to the current prices and not sell? Because we know that the market is still a little, it's still a little bit out of reach for buyers.
I agree that. I think it's a good time. And in fact, you should sit down with developers. Obviously, with demonetization happening, developers are under stress. Let's not ignore that. Most of the developers would be facing the stress. But I think it will be good for the market. Home loan rates going down. Obviously, developers can, approach these banks who are flooded with now new funds. Okay, so, obviously, they can ask, take construction loan from these banks. So things will get better and clearer. And I think it will just help the system overall.
Right. So good time to buy, especially if you're an end user in the market. And just for your reference over there, Rahul, those are the rates of Dombivli. It's currently averaging around 6,286 rupees per square foot. And like what Shoab just told us, if you're an end user, good time for you to go there, sit down with the developer, have a conversation, ensure that the developer understands that you're serious enough to buy that particular property, you want to close the deal. And the fact that you are willing to pay in white, I think any developer will welcome you with open arms in this.
Yeah, and what had happened, what I realized is that most of the development in Mumbai, especially, and these brackets, where Dombivli and Kandivali, the rates are, and you see all the big developers there. Right, Lodha is there, there is Dosti.
We have to go to another question, but very quickly, you mentioned white. Now, what happens to markets where most of the transactions are in black? In such markets, do you see prices under pressure?
No, definitely they will be under pressure. So they'll need to go back and just, because now we can't do any black deals. So you'll have to rework your pricing and see how, how the new structure comes out. So you'll have to just give those markets a little bit time. So anybody buying in those markets, just hold on. Let this effect, get down. Just wait till December end, and probably Jan you can start re-looking at property buying. If you're buying in those markets where there are a lot of black deals happening.
Too much of cash transactions, then hold on, wait for the effect to trickle down, and then look at buying it somewhere around January. In other markets or with developers where you are getting complete white deals, that is, you can cut a check and give it to them. This is a good time to actually sit down and negotiate.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.